Hello everyone. We have another Johnny seed order this morning. We usually place these orders $200 at a time. That way we can take advantage of their free shipping. I wished I had the budget to order all my seeds at one time, but we order them as we have the budget. And usually order somewhere between $200 and $400 at a time. And I know for a home gardener that's a lot, but seeds are expensive, especially organic, all natural seeds. If we get a coated or pelleted seed, it has to have Omni approved, a organic program approved coating on it. So anyway, this is some stuff that we either were running low on and we thought we had enough of, or some stuff that we decided we were going to grow more of, or there could be some later season crops in here. I got another order coming also. I think it's already shipped, but this one's here today. The other one may get here this weekend. It may not get here till Monday. So let's see what we got. Got receipts. We got packing paper. Oh yeah, look here, look here. We have, this is we don't grow a lot of hybrids, but we do grow a few. And we thought we was going to try some carrots. So this is a Purple Sun F1 organic pelleted carrot. Now this is in a pellet form. A lot of times we don't buy pellet. Pellet is much easier to handle, obviously. Much easier. I guess you can see the pellets. But we normally don't buy the pellets because they're a lot more expensive. In this case, they were out of the regular one, so we bought pelleted. So we're looking forward to this. And this is a pelleted yellow carrot, yellow bunch F1 pelleted carrots. And we have a hybrid patty pan summer squash. We had a lot of trouble out of some problems with our squash last year, so we decided to try some disease-resistant strains. And then, of course, the Y-Star is a very popular one. People love to purchase that. So we've got 250 Y-Star seeds. Some of these we already have some of our seeds from, but we just don't have enough of them. So we're going to proceed with buying some more so that we don't run out. In case you don't know, squash is one of those plants that you succession plant if you want a continual crop. And we will actually succession plant our squash in multiple spots. We got a large small farm. We're just under 6 acres, so we'll plant squash in one section and then we'll go to another area and succession plant squash again after that. And that way, if you get bugs or disease in one spot, hopefully you don't have it in the other spot. So you can continue to rotate that summer squash harvest. And we'll probably do that again. We'll probably succession plant it 3 times so that we can continue to enjoy those summer squash as long as we possibly can. And to have them available for our customers for their CSAs. It's for CSA customers, our farmers market customers, our online customers. We ship squash, there's a lot. And this is a zucchini squash. It's the Dunja. And that's 100 seeds. And we have a hybrid yellow zucchini squash. And I went with this because last year we bought and these are organic, by the way, all these are, that I've talked about so far. And but last year we bought a yellow squash off of a bulk supplier, and I won't mention no names, and bought several seeds off of them, and poor germination on most everything. So we decided we'd give this a try, and we've got some other yellow squash from Rare Seeds, but we decided we was going to give this a try. It's supposed to be a great producer, and it's called Yellowfin, and we decided we'd see how it does. So we got 100 seeds of those, and then we have a Tempest yellow summer squash, 100 seeds of those. This one is a 54-day variety, and that one is a 50-day variety. And then this Zucchini, the Dunjet, is a 47-day variety, and the Y-Star is a 50-day variety. Oh, we bought a quarter ounce of rosemary. We were running low on rosemary. We thought we had enough, but we done went through that seeding out for what we're going to sell and ship. So we wanted more, so we got a quarter of an ounce here. You think, well, a quarter ounce ain't much. Well, it is when you come to rosemary seeds. And then we got a Cherokee Purple. I got 2 packs. I wanted to get bulk Cherokee Purple, but they didn't have them. So I got 2 packs of Cherokee Purple. I have just a few of our seeds, but this is something our customers always want, is Cherokee Purple plants. And so we ordered some more. Okay, now we got some bigger packs. Okay, we have this is the first ever that we have ever grown a hybrid beet, and this is called Fresh Pack. Now this isn't grown for the root. This basically does not does not produce a beet type root. It does have a root, of course, because it has to grow, but it has a cylindrical root that's very narrow. This is grown for the beet tops. If you've ever eaten beet tops, you know they're great in salad mixes, and some people just love them by themselves. And they're packed with vitamins and minerals. So this we're trying for just beet tops. We've always used a Detroit dark red for our beet tops and a little bit of our golden beets. But this is supposed to be an amazing beet top. Actually, Spring Hill Farms mentioned this, and so we decided we would try it. So there we go. And this is the Fresh Start. If I remember right, this is the sister / brother to that one, and it is also for the tops. And we have a nasturtium. This is a kaleidoscope mix of nasturtiums. So we've got a quarter pound of nasturtium seeds. We'll be offering these plants for sale, and we will be planting quite a few nasturtiums on the farm. We're experimenting with some organic methods of pest deterrent and pest control, and nasturtiums is one of them. And there's something that, you know, some of these flowers deter the pests, and some of these flowers bring in beneficial insects, and some of them do both. They deter the pests and bring in beneficial insects. So we're working towards integrating more of this onto the farm. We already do a little bit of it with marigolds, and we do some with zinnias, and the zinnias are beautiful even by that, but you know, to add the fact that you can deter some pests and so on and so forth, you know, that is amazing. And so anyway, we've got a quarter pound of zinnia seeds, and so we're looking forward to stepping up that. We're going to do quite a few zinnias. If I remember right, zinnias is one of the ones I said nasturtium, sorry. Nasturtium seeds is one of the ones that helps deter squash bugs. So it's not going to be a cure-all. We make no mistake, we're not planning on this being a miracle answer to all of our problems, but what we look at is if we can do natural ways to slow down these things and to attract beneficial insects and predators of the stuff that we don't want, that has to make life a little bit better, and everything we can make better is better. So there's a lot to experiment with. You know, basil in your tomatoes is supposed to make your tomatoes grow better. And the scent of the basil also helps mask the scent of the tomatoes. You know, there's a lot that we can do to be a little more responsible with our gardens. That does take a little extra work. And on a commercial scale, I'm not sure what they can do because I can't speak for them for a large commercial operation, but I can speak for us as a small commercial operation. Um, we are basically a hobby farm that got out of control, and we kind of fell in love with what we was doing. So we have continued to grow for years and years now, and I guess we'll continue to grow as long as the Lord blesses us. Our goal is to use all of our 5 3/4 acres. We call it 6 acres, but it's 5 3/4. Our goal is to use it all to plant stuff everywhere we can plant it, from fruit trees to gardens, um, blueberries, apples, peaches, plum cots, plueries, nectarines, pears, Asian pears. I'm not sure if I said peaches, but peaches, um, strawberries, raspberries, blackberries, gooseberries, figs. We really enjoy it. We've got hazelnuts on the property. We tried pecans. Had bad luck with pecans. I don't know if it was the nursery I bought them from or if it was me, but I did everything they say to do with it, and all 8 pecan trees died. 3 of them never woke up from the first. No, 4 of them never woke up from the first winter. 2 of them started to push green and then died. Never opened a leaf. And one of them, the roots died that year. That didn't grow any roots at all. None. 0 zip. And the last one had one little green leaf on the end of it, and that's all it ever produced was one green leaf on the tip of the tree. So we gave up for a while. We're going to try them again, but we haven't lately. And we have one pawpaw tree on the property that we planted. It's very young. The property already had some black walnuts on it. Not many, but a few. And that's enough for us. We sure don't need a lot of black walnuts. We do eat them, but not that we need tons of them. So, but we intend to use all the property. We've got espaliers and so on and so forth. But back to the seeds. We've got another order coming. If you like this, comment below. We'll talk about it. If any of these varieties you've tried, comment below. Tell me what you thought about it. And some of these we've already tried. Some of them are brand new for us. So I'd love to hear what you think about it. Cherokee Purple. I've been growing Cherokee Purple, to tell the truth, is the tomato that made me fall in love with gardening. When I was a kid, I didn't want to garden. I didn't want nothing to do with gardening. When Dad said, let's go to the garden, that was like, oh my goodness. I could spend my day so many different ways than gardening. And we didn't do a lot of gardening. We probably gardened on about eighth of an acre plot, I would say. And we would plant corn and potatoes and onions and a few tomatoes. And I'm sure there was more. That's kind of what I remember. Like I said, I wasn't interested, so I'm not sure what we grew. But after I moved out on my own, bought my first house by myself. My first house, Dad assisted me with. It was the old home house, and I bought it. And the state put a road through basically almost my house. They put it through my front yard so close the house couldn't sit there. So sold the house, bought another house. And when I bought that house, it had a real nice big backyard, got plenty of sun. And I said, you know what? I want to grow a garden. And I said, I'm going to grow me about 4 tomatoes. And I'm going to grow me some hot peppers. And I said, I'm going to grow some eggplant. Don't know why I want to grow eggplant, but I did. So the first year I grew not much stuff at all. You could have fitted in a 10 by 10 garden and had room left over. It grew well. That second year when I went to buy my crops, this is where the Cherokee Purple comes in. When I went to buy my plants, that was back before I seeded my stuff. But I went to buy my plants, and a little local nursery had just a handful of Cherokee Purple tomato plants. And I went, well, that sounds interesting. And so I bought a 4-pack. And I bought probably about 10 more tomato plants, so that tomato math started adding up. And I planted them, and when I ate that first Cherokee Purple, my view on gardening changed. I said, oh my goodness, this is the greatest tomato I've ever eaten in my life. And from then, I went to about 60 tomato plants the next year, and about 8 of them were Cherokee Purples. And I grew, green zebras and early girls and big beefs and man, I can't remember now. The nursery I was buying those off of had a pretty good variety of heirlooms versus hybrids, so he had a pretty good equal, and so I bought several. But Cherokee Purple was what made me fall in love, and so now we are tomato addicts here. We have about 125, 130 varieties of tomatoes in our seed bank, and we save seeds from whichever ones we feel like saving seeds from each year. And we have about 125 varieties or 130 maybe of peppers now, between fresh, hot, and super hot. We got a combination. And then a lot of the stuff we order, as you see here, a lot of stuff we don't save seeds from. Some stuff we do. We save pumpkin seeds, and so we do save some squash seeds. And I've got some that we'll be planting that was saved from ours last year. And we save some bean seeds, and corn seed. But it's rarely ever enough to plant what we plant, but we like to continue to save to have a seed bank. So it's very interesting, very interesting. So let me show you something else. Wasn't what I was doing this video for, but I've got them here. These came in the other day. I don't think I shot a video on them, but this is our adaptive seeds, and this is it's a double red sweet corn. I'm sure you can see just how red that is. I'm very intrigued to grow this, so it looks real cool. First time we ever grown it. And then this is, if you know anything about really sweet corn, it's almost all hybrids. But this is Candy Mountain, and this is a heirloom type sweet corn. We're looking forward to trying that also. We'll still be growing our hybrids, and we'll separate these as best we can on the acreage. We'll put the hybrids on one end, and we'll put these on another corner and another corner, and save seeds from them so that we can have enough for us for next year. And then we got this is a bush snap bean. It's Robert's Royalty, so we're looking forward to trying that out. And then we like growing popcorn. We've grown strawberry popcorn for years and some other stuff. This is a Dakota black popcorn. So the kernels are super dark burgundy purple to black. Most of them are black, but they're really, really dark. And then we have looks like a German parsley. Can't remember the details on that one. And we have a Carmen onion. And a pink beauty radish. We've never grown that one. We thought we'd give it a try. And a black diamond eggplant. Technically it's diamond, but they're black, so I call them black diamond. Diamond eggplants. And we ordered us some more black cherry tomato seeds. We didn't have quite enough we got local customers that want to buy some of our seeds. This year I didn't save enough black cherries to sell to them and for me. So we ordered some more in so we wouldn't leave our customers hanging on cherry tomato seeds. We'll use these and we'll sell them ours. Usually we plant whatever we save, we plant and sell. In the case of the black cherry, I think we eat too many of them. We have a habit of popping black cherry tomatoes in our mouth when we're in the garden. And then we got a candy stick winter squash. It's a delicata type. Kidney stick is supposed to be an amazing one. It's a large, what you would call delicata, is a honey boat type. This is a honey boat type delicata, but the candy stick is larger. And it's supposed to be awesome. And we got some more zucchini and squash. This is a San Pascal zucchini. It's a 55-day variety. It's a dark green with light green stripes. I like that type. And then we have a golden zucchini, and I won't even pretend to be able to pronounce that name, so I won't, but it's a golden zucchini. And these are all heirlooms. These are all organic heirlooms here. Adaptive Seeds is pretty cool to deal with. And we sell seeds too, but we're not the only seed supplier in the world, and I don't buy all my seeds from one place, and you probably don't either. And then I was running low on vintage wine, so I bought a pack of vintage wine seeds. I'm not out yet, but when it comes to some of my favorite tomatoes, I hate to take the chance on running out, because next year those seeds may not be available. And tomato seeds, if you know much about them, will keep for years in the freezer. They'll technically keep for years in a refrigerator if you got the right climate. But we keep ours in the freezer, and I've had Golden Jubilee tomato seeds, as a matter of fact, that was as old as 7 years old. And germination rate was low on at that point, but it was as low as 7 years old and still producing. So, but vintage wine is an amazing, amazing tomato. And this is a new one for us. This is Dancing with Smurfs. Well, I say new. It's fairly new to us. It's an indigo type tomato. We've been growing for years, but it's new to the market, I guess is what I'm trying to say. It's not that new, but it ain't like it's brand new, but it's fairly new to the market. So it's going to be an interesting year. We're really excited, and this ain't by no means all what we've got, but it's going to be a good year. We got more seeds coming. Sorry about that step off of camera, but I hope you've enjoyed this. I hope it has been as fun for you as it has been for me. Thank you, and take care. See you later.